So what will happen in a hard market is the insurers will lift prices, they will cut cover, they will hit claims harder, and they'll select risk better. As they select risk better, the customers will analyse their risk better and they'll improve their disclosure. And the ones that, when they've analysed their risk better, will realise that their risk isn't very good, will have to start to improve their risk, otherwise they won't be able to get insured at all or at an acceptable price. But as soon as the prices come down, what will happen is people will say to these customers, well, you don't have to do as much work this year. You don't have to meet these underwriters again. You don't have to update them. You can cut your disclosure back and we'll still get your prices down because there's more capacity coming into the market.
Yeah.
And somebody has to break that cycle.
Yeah.
But there is only one group of people that can break that cycle, and that's policyholders. This is a demand side issue. But there is something the supply side can do, is it can learn how to sell its value, because it doesn't sell its value. The worst people at selling commercial insurance are brokers and underwriters. They have an amazing product that they undersell. And then they go and do jobs for prices that are untenable. I've got cases where you've got $1 million a premium and you've got 15 policies and the broker fee is £40,000 and you're telling me for £40,000 you can arrange 15 wonderful insurance contracts. Well, if you treat it as a commodity, you can. But you can't do the job properly for that sum of money. Whereas if you go back 20 years, they wouldn't have been getting £40,000, they'd have been getting £200,000. So today, now what they're having to do is collect money from the insurer. So instead of 40,000, they might be getting 100,000, but it's still half what they would have got 20, 30 years ago, which is what they probably needed to do the job properly. And so the reality is the broker has to learn to say, you can't do that job for £40,000.
So how important is it that you get the legal profession involved in this?
We have a situation today where the reputation management of insurance as a product seems to be gifted to panel law firms. And we have insurers consolidating their panels and giving more and more business to less law firms so that they can drive the prices down. And when I look, I'm in a professional services business, when I look at the fees that some of these lawyers get paid per hour for the work they do, they're ludicrously low at times. And of course, when you think of it, if you stick in a claim for £10 million, effectively your product is then being determined by the lawyer that the insurer appoints. And if they appoint a lawyer and they don't pay them enough money and they put junior people on it or inexperienced people on it or they don't do the job properly, that's the product in motion. The product isn't delivered when you pay for it and get the policy. The product is delivered when you have that £10 million 1 in 50 loss event. And so we have a situation today where the panel law firms in particular, we think that you've seen a commoditization of legal services. And that's another part of the problem. So we need policyholders and we need lawyers and we need brokers and we need underwriters. But what we need is people that are proud of insurance, they understand it's a high value product and they're prepared to talk about it. We don't need a load of people that are going to deny this problem. There is a problem, and we need to be able to talk about that problem and frame solutions and look at how you can reform this industry over the longer term.